Apothecary Diaries, Season 2, Episode 16. Oh, she fished it out. She dug Jinchi's hair stick out of the trash upon his request. If I have to, there's no other option, I guess. Oh my god, he's here! Episode 40, Festering Resentment. It's weird, it's very sudden, but I like it. And of course he likes cats too. That makes sense. Good character confirmed. Also, Luomen will eat the head, the guts, and the tail. Cats being more picky than their owners is somehow very real. My cat really loves processed ham, but like won't eat chicken. Also, hold on. Festering Resentment. We have like, Mirror, Moon Fairy, Ice. Festering Resentment. Though I guess it's better than what was the last season. Suicide. 10 things from one tip. Interesting.
なのに花町で貧しく暮らしているのは親父には欲というものがないからだ。
He obviously gets his satisfaction elsewhere.
ちゃんとグエンさんに断ってから使いなさい。
Oh no.
親父は今日は書き物？
ああ、特にお呼びがないからね。
He likes writing, so he passes his time. It's not a very expensive hobby.
今高級には少なくとももう一人。 帝の巫女を宿している方がいる。
As few as 3. I just had this feeling wash over me like, this is gonna get so dramatic so quickly with these kids. This is such high stakes.
そういえば、水晶宮に新しい侍女たちが入ったみたいだね。
This guy loves his gossip.
年配の侍女が多くて、急に宮の雰囲気が落ち着いたってさ。
経験豊富な侍女が増えるのはいいことです。
Trust no one.
高級は帝の子を産み育てる場。
Right.
なのにそれが機能していない。
Well, okay, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, like what is it all for, really? All this drama, all this posturing, all these political connections, maneuvering. I got more ladies than you. I got more ladies than you. My ladies have the new Western clothing. You can't sleep in a factory. What are you, stupid? All of this, all of that. For what exactly? We have one kid that is a really, really cute non-heir. It's time to like... pick this up, You know what I think would be helpful? As something of an expert on ancient Chinese court dynamics myself, I think the answer is obvious. You gotta lay down the hammer, firstly, and secondly, get rid of all these head ladies. Hongyang. I mean, they could all just go. We don't need them. I can't deign to speak for this emperor, but as something of an emperor myself, a lot of the things that the ladies think are important are not really that important for having children. It's out. There's a point at which you need to read the tea leaves. The tea leaves are the reality and the way things are going. None of this pomp and circumstance has really done anything for you. We have a stated goal, and then we have all this other stuff, and we're no closer to the stated goal. I know, like, politics and posturing and power and stuff like that, but also where are the children? Or maybe, paranoid side, maybe the emperor doesn't want children. Maybe this is all a distraction, because it's not like he doesn't have the opportunity. Yeah, actually, forget everything I just said. It's not even that all this pomp is a negative. It's just a nothing. It doesn't matter. You could have kids one way or the other. Presumably, barring, some sort of physical problem. The emperor is a eunuch. That's the big reveal, the twist. The emperor was the eunuch the whole time. Oh, this is very chip out field block and also very problematic for us. He's gonna get plucked.
でもなんか子供っぽい分だね。威厳が足りないんじゃないかい？
いいんですよ。
This guy's in the wrong job.
まだ簡単な文や文字しか読めない
It's
ものも
deliberate.
いますから。
Function over form.
ご実家にこのくらいの大きさの紙は置いてありますか？
そんな切れ端溶かして新しい紙の材料にしてしまうね。
Is Luomen about to invent the post-it?
最近手習い所が作られて、
I thought Mao was bad.
じゃあこれを書き
Oh
取り
no,
練
no
習
wonder
の
they kicked this guy out.
できないか聞いてみて
I guess that's the
くれないかね
alternate path for Mao. It only ends at one of two extremes.
人も物も無駄にしない商人のような頭の回りようだ。どうしてその性
He's just a
格を
hammer.
自分の生活に活かせないんだか。
What makes you think he isn't?
翡翠球用に消毒用のアルコールもらっていきますね。
はいよ。
She's listening to his advice and now asking for permission in her way. Like, it wasn't exactly a question, but baby steps. Luomen, and I guess Mao has the potential for this as well, but she's a little bit more insulated by her reluctance to stick her neck out, is the kind of person that's going to reveal people's actual priorities. Everyone will say they want good things to happen. Everyone will sort of pay lip service to the goal, but then that will sort of faction off into people who actually are looking for that goal and all of their endeavors are in pursuit of that goal, and other people who are sort of like hiding behind the goal as their justification for their existence or their role or their job or whatever, so that they can actually pursue different things that are more personally beneficial to them, sometimes at the expense of the whole. But somebody like Luomen comes along who not only actually is looking at the goal, the stated goal, is trying to do the job well, and is not afraid to stick his neck out, it seems, and actually has the capability, that's gonna like turn over those logs, exposing the rot underneath. And that is not a safe place to be in, an instinct which Mama has very strongly. I think that might be connected to Mama's comments about why can't he use this to improve his own life. She means that materially, but it seems like there's a difference in their cognizance of what they're after, and Mamo's evaluating his actions along what she's after, and those two things don't click.
最近玉葉様が疲れやすいって言ってたからな。
Not cats. Cats are the strongest sleep medicine.
やらないから。
Was it catnip? What is the relevance of this? This is relevant. It's not there for nothing. This is what Shirei used to lure the cat into that spot so she'd have the opportunity to meet Mao Mao.
これはローメンの字だね。
That's amazing that you knew that.
文官としての才もあったのに、道端の不老児が病気でかわいそうだ
Why isn't he improving his life?
いかんになるんだ。
Why can't you improve your life, Luomen?
今日はシャオランはいないのかね。
最近は年季明けの心配と若い宦官の話
She's looking for a job and trying to avoid breaking
それどころ
ice.
じゃないようです。
And the new eunuch.
刺激が少ないとはいえ、騒ぎ立てるのもどうかと思うんだがね。
You know, I'm sort of with you on that one.
南側に若い宦官を置いておくと、女官たちの仕事がおろそかになるからって。
This is probably something I'll never see. That's okay.
これを書き写させてあちこち貼ろうってことだね。
ええ。
Also, if you give it to the teacher,
似たようなことを書いていた
that
ね。
ensures he teaches the students these characters.
二人で高級中に貼る紙をひたすら書いて。
Seems like you were close then.
人をうまく使う方法を覚えたようだね。
And Mamo took that personally.
高級のあちこちに
Yeah,
貼
this
られてい
this
た
could be an issue.
鉛入りの白いは使わな
He
い。
was 20 years ahead of his
香
time.
料は控える。
And no one
高級
listened.
内の植物を勝手に取らない。内容はそこまで変わらないな。
Well, I say this is now, but also 20 years ago. How things change and how they stay the same.
後ほど紙を持ってきます。
Totally unfazed.
親父は良かれと思って注意書きを貼ったはずだ。それは逆に悪意ある者に害をなす者を教えることにもなる。
That also is true.
前提の崩御で入れ替わっている。あ
So
の
a
当
little
時
bit
の
of
張り
a
紙を知っている
lack of
者。
information.
それは。失礼します。
Oh, wait, there's a couple people who would know. That's an interesting line of thought. So if I'm getting this right, the line of reasoning is there are people here who know about certain poisons, and where would they have learned about it? Maybe it's from Luomen's postings 20 years ago, so that narrows it down to who would still be around. The first person that comes to mind for me is Jinchi's head lady. Speaking of which...
あなた非正規の
Huh.
神竜様。
Okay, it's the hospital lady. Could be you too.
ここの診療所にいる方は皆優秀なのですね。
どういう意味？
高級の女官はだいたい2年が年季ですが、皆様長くいらっしゃるような
Oh, so that's a lot of people then.
何か高級を出られない理由があるとしたら。
私たちだって若かったわよ。
Sometimes you
私は
forget
10
that.
歳で高級に入った。
Damn, that's crazy.
今の高級ではそこまで若い娘を女官にすることはない。だが、選定の時代は。
Yeah, there was no age limit, to say the least.
倒られた少女たちは外に出る
Oh, then they just got pushed into work once they were...
皇帝のお手つきと
no
なれ
longer...
ば、ただの女官でも高級を出ることはで
That's
きない。
terrible. It's even worse.
高級に、帝に、そして帝から寵を得る妃たちに。救っていた悪意はここにあった。
Interesting.
急で病に倒れた下女を心配し、見るように頼んできた。
Right, that's
あ
true.
の時はよく気のつく女官だと思った。
Was there some plot there?
直接ではなく、あの病に伏せていた下女を使ったとしたら。
Ooh, that's pretty sinister and dark, and very paranoid.
リファ様に移したくないんです。もしかしたら誤解にされてるかもしれなくて。
Oh, okay.
合わせると堕胎剤の材料になるものもある。
This also could be accidental.
トリファ様のためになるよ。
It could be sinister and deliberate plot.
悪意ある者に何が毒なのかを
This is
教
true,
える
yes.
ことにもな
Weird
る。
double-edged sword thing.
この子が欲しいと商人に吹き込んだのかもしれない。これまでのことすべてに関わっていたかはわからない。
Yeah, it's hard to
殺意と
know.
までいかない悪意が少しずつ高級内を蝕み救っていたのだろう。
That's pretty dark stuff. Yeah, it is hard to know where the line would be between the coincidence and deliberate scheming, which is often one of the problems with this sort of thing. All jokes aside, like, it's very easy to go all the way into that paranoia and, like, start to think that because something is plausible, it is therefore factual. It's a problem pervasive to much more than just schemes and conspiracy theory type stuff. It also just, in the way we think about it, explain the world and event, we lean very heavily on plausibility narrative to make sense of things. That is a pretty terrible life and pretty ghastly. Not only did these women suffer at the hands of the emperor, but that also determines the entirety of their fate. They are basically prisoners because of someone evil who now is no longer around to even pay for his crimes or be the recipient of any sort of admonishment or hatred for what he's done. So where do you direct that energy? And yeah, you might expect some animosity towards the current concubines or just the whole system in general, right? Anything that has to do with the emperor and his lineage. But simultaneously, just given the stakes and given the system, it could also be a ton of things. Or it could be other things and this simultaneously. I mean, at this point, who knows?
問い詰めるべきか。
That would sort of be uncharacteristic, I think.
証拠も証言もないし、曖昧なことは言いたくない。
Right.
ここは病にかかった女官たちが頼れる唯一の場所だ。
This also is very unlike Mao Mao. She usually treads very carefully.
その本棚、たまに本が増えてるのよね。貸してくれるだけでいいのに。
Oh, but this is just
立
a
派な虫の図説です
treasure
ね。
chest of information and
で
history
も
of
い
the
つの間に
palace.
か置いてあったのよね。一月前くらいかしら。
Uh-huh. What's the connection? Yeah, she likes insects, right?
でもこんな貴重な本、下女の身で持てるだろうか。
Uh-oh.
これに字も読める。なんで下女をやってるの？
Yeah, there's a lot of suspicious things about her. That's been very clearly established.
そいつには気をつけた方がいい。
男にしては高い声、女にしては低い声。
It's you! It's you! It's you!
女官たちが黄色い
This is
声を
the
上げるのにふ
quote-unquote
さわしい
new eunuch.
美貌の持ち主。
Well, I'm not sure it's super new.
水霊。
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was Sui Rei.
そいつはお前が何をしたかさっきの会話で察しているぞ。
Oh, what? This is just coming out in the open?
おかげで私は死体になり損ねた。
This is crazy. You're in a lot of danger right now.
アルコールのとっくりを投げつ
I
け
like
た
how she's
人
working
に
out
逃げ
like
るか。
Batman escape
余計な
routes
こ
right
と
now.
はしない方がいい。
She is big for a woman, too.
薬を使ってしばらく仮死状態になった影響が残ってしまったんですね。
Wait, let's not. This is an unbelievable moment in reveal, but let's not let that distract us from the fact that we were in the middle of a train of thought about our suspicions about a certain friend of ours.
こちらの目的を言おうか。
聞くと思いますか？
But also, yes?
死水。やっぱりさっきの図説の持ち主は
Oh,
死水。
well, this is all happening. Oh, no!
この娘がどうなった
I don't know if this is. I think this might be deliberate. I think she may be in on it.
蘇りの薬。作り方を知りたくないか。
Actually, yes. Mama's sold. How do I turn this down? There's no way.
やはり水霊は侮れない。
She's got leverage on me. She's got her hooks in. It's too late. Wow, this is sort of unreal. The level of direct confrontation, I think unprecedented in the show. We got shot at, but whatever. That was apparently less significant than discovering Jinchi's frog. But this sort of head-to-head, Sherlock and whatever the bad guy's name is in Sherlock, face-to-face, battle of wits.
宮中には東西に2匹の獣がいる。東に軍部があることから
Is that
武
Lacan?
漢に1匹、西の代名詞である文漢にもう1匹。
Bureaucracy, the real monster.
せっかくの機会ですから師匠殿もご一緒にいかがかと。
What's his game?
私もですか。
He's maneuvering pieces around again.
付き合うと言っておられます。
では中庭にでも参りましょうか。
I actually was thinking recently about Lacan because he's been coming up in Jinchi's reflections. I was thinking about his encounter with Mao Mao, speaking of showdowns, where he seemed to have lost to her cunning in the whole alcohol gambit thing. But he's also supposed to be this force of nature in terms of moving people around, strategy. So in hindsight, it seems possible, maybe even likely, that he deliberately took a dive there. Though then again, maybe this falls into the category and is sort of a thematic rhyme for the fact that he just misses the things that are right in front of his eyes when it comes to people he cares about. Not quite sure.
銀杯を用意しました。毒味の必要はございませんぞ。
Why did he drink last?
フェイファの設計図。
これが何かご存知ですかな、師匠殿。
I mean, who doesn't know what a feifa is?
裁縫の最新式のようでしてね。
A lot of problems come out of the West.
あやつらはどうやってこれを手に入れたんで
This
すかね。
sounds somewhat like an accusation, maybe putting some information in Jinchi's hands again, as he does.
それを調べるのもそちらの役目でしょう。
That's not my job.
担当部署の者が加減を間違えたようで何も喋れなくなってしまいました。
皇族の暗殺を企てた者に容赦ないとはいえ、拷問の加減を間違えたとは。
Oh, that's very convenient, actually, come to think of it.
本題に移ります。
Man, Lacan's sort of scary. I feel like this is a trap either way.
昨日妻と打った碁の寄付
Oh,
で
that's
したな。
nice. That's sweet.
妻ですか。
Yep.
打っている間何度ゾクゾクしたことか。ほらこの手、なんとか避け切ってもまた次の一手で攻めてくる。
I don't know how to read this, but
いつまで続くんだ。
I'll take your word for it. I like your enthusiasm.
仕事があるのでこの辺りで地層になりましたな。
And that's how Lacan moved Shiso away from the table.
では後で寄付の写しと実況を書いた冊子を届けさせましょう。
This is just an attack. This is torture.
そこまでは。
遠慮なさらず。
This is just so like aggressive.
針の杯に注ぐと赤が映えますぞ。
Oh, that's not red.
確かに美しい。
He's colorblind. He's colorblind. What are you trying to tell us,
この
Lacan?
ジュース 珍しい色をしている。
What's the significance of him being
世
colorblind?
の中には緑色のブドウも存在
He is
する。
of the royal lineage, the royal mother lineage. He's got the DNA.
王子の言った通りだ。
He seems satisfied. I guess that's mission accomplished, and we'll figure out what that mission was later.
ようやく覆面を外せる。
What? That's not what? Oh, wait, what? Is that Ado?
これがまさか元上級妃のアードゥオ様とは。
Not me. I mean, I didn't.
狐が変人すぎてタヌキが普通に見えた。
The fox and the
叶
raccoon.
う方はそうはいません。
Yeah, I mean, he felt outclassed, honestly.
その娘の件で対応に追われているのだろう。宦官仁士殿は。
Yeah, basically it. That's it. Yeah.
まさか行方不明になる。
Oh, also now I guess we're looking for her. Oh yeah, Jinshi would like scorch the earth. I feel that's actually potentially very romantic. Man, Mama kidnapped and put in a box. This is such a crazy escalation of events. It feels like from here we're gonna ramp up into maybe the climax of the season and a larger plot. I have a feeling that the hostage attempt on Shisui was not what it appeared. I think they may be working together. I also am very intrigued by this setup of these two sides, right? The fox and the raccoon battling for supremacy. Lacan, if I know Lacan, knows something about this plot, but he won't come out and say it. Just like with the whole metal alloy thing. But what do the clues mean? How do we piece it together? What's the overall plot and how do all these different elements connect?